I'm cool like a cabbage, guys.
No way! It's Blank's turn right now!
That was pure genius!
Eddie, your face is like gross.
Are you okay, Ed? Watching them run around so much is making my armpits sweaty. Ed, boys! Help Loaf put the sauce back in their sty!
Playing hard to get, huh? Big Ed, come back!
Hey, dork!
Say cheese!
Well, the game is about Ed, Edd, and Eddy, and it's very true to the cartoon. And it's about these three boys who all have very distinct personalities.
You've got the loudmouth Eddy and showmanship and out there, and it'll, doesn't think before he acts type of scenario, and will do everything once. And if it fails, big deal. If it wins, he's got cash in his pocket.
Eddy is... I think honestly, deep down, he's a good guy. Most people say, meh, but he's just trying to be like his older brother, who he idolizes.
Double D is the neurotic, organized, logical, perfectionist.
Well, they said that he mumbles and he was shy, so I decided that I would
try and find a very kind of quiet voice and make him very, not quite sure of himself, but very interested in the world. And
Ed, slow, watches the day go by, lives in his own world, creates his own fantasies.
You just gotta love Ed. He's a character after my own heart, you know? He just kind of loves the world and everything in it and everything about it.
And so this game is really about an adventure.
Basically, there's a whole bunch of areas, and you have to scam the kid. There's all these different scams.
All for the elusive and wonderful Jawbreaker. The goal of Ed, Edd, and Eddy.
Oh, you're just gonna record me recording?
Yes.
That's funny.
And today, in fact, we're doing the voiceover recording of all the characters with the actual voice actors from the TV show.
it's a lot of work. I was sweating in there.
Come here, I'm gonna show you a few people, okay? Okay. This is where the creative engine of the show is, okay? This is Ed, Edd, and Eddy Misadventures of, okay? Okay. This is everybody right.
Do one more
here.
time, just a little bit more worry
This
off
is
the
Terry,
top.
our director.
This is
Here.
141 take.
137.
Here, let's go in the other room, okay?
Oh,
All right.
dear.
Okay.
Ed, do you care for glasses?
Okay. Now don't scare him, okay? Because he's very skitterish, okay?
Hi, Doubleday! Hi, buddy! Hi.
Oh, dear. Are we still on 141?
142.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, come on.
140.
He can be worrisome at times. He can be worrisome at times. He can be worrisome at times.
Ed?
Happy!
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Are we rolling? Okay.
I would like to introduce Sam. Everybody, this is Double D, played by
I'm going to say my line now.
Sam Vincent.
Thank
okay?
you.
Okay. And
All right, here we go.
Go. Okay.
He can be worrisome at times.
Usually I sit down, I have a line, I rest for a while, and then they beat up Tony for a while, they beat up Matt for a while, and then I get up and do a line and I sit down.
Ed!
But it was me doing line after line after line after line.
I don't think that will be necessary, Ed. These laser turrets are much more effective. Whee! Patience, Ed, we'll free you! Nothing like a moment's rest to compose one's thoughts. We can't leave yet. We need to get all the map pieces. Let's see if Jimmy or Johnny can be of assistance.
And I can't breathe and I have to get the water, and Terry, the director's going faster, faster, and all these people staring at me. Whew! It's a lot harder, believe me. I tell you, but it was fun, and it was worth it.
Sam Vincent is probably the most diverse of the talents. I mean, he's done everything from Baby Looney Tunes to another show I work on called Crypto. He has probably the biggest voice range and very diverse talent and just a really nice guy to work with.
B-5-4-bum! I smell cheese and onion buns. I get to play Ed. Yep. Pretty much every day, Please, Sarah, don't tell Mom! You know what one of the best things is, well, because it's kind of character after my own heart. But Eddy is always like for 4 hours in a session. Eddy will be screaming his brains out, and Double D will be perturbed and all things. And Ed just laughs his way through it. Then I'll have a bit of a rest. And then I'll laugh again. I'll have a bit of a rest, or I'll say a line like, whoa, chickens, and everything's just good all the time.
Oh, I know! We can crawl through the stinky sewers like the bacteria-fusing blobbin. I was a teenage sludge hippie!
Except for when I get to talk about monsters and that type of thing. Then things get out of control, and, Ed becomes the monsters that he's thinking about and describing to the other guys.
A conduit to the 7th level of Hades!
He becomes everything that he is talking about, or what he's feeling, or what he's thinking. But it just happens to come out in a very simple type of Ed way.
May I have a straw?
That was my Shakespeare one.
Matt Hill is an awesome performer. He's a high-energy performer. He's an athlete outside of the show. He's like a triathlete. So he brings that energy to the session. It's a lot of fun.
Come on, start acting. I'm here to make sure you do it right.
Oh, well, that's
Come
not
on,
gonna help.
Terry, let's get this going. Let's go. Let's roll this stuff. Let's go.
Okay, ready?
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Energy, energy, energy!
Energy! Tell you what, Jimmy boy, I'll help you get your pal back for a Just wait half a second. Oh, the creaking. Tell you what, Jimmy boy, I'll help you get your pal back for a quarter.
More conniving.
Okay.
I'll help you get your pal back for a quarter.
Tell you what, Jimmy boy, I'll help you get your pal back for a quarter.
No. Yeah, do it more like that.
Okay. Tell you what, Jimmy boy, I'll help you get your pal back for a quarter. I think he's on your typical, rabble-rouser kid. He's just bored and trying to make action up for everybody. Right? Hey, Shrimp, give me that paper. I think a lot of the time it's the fact that I get to kind of spark the situations. Quit your griping. I knew Jimmy would pay top dollar to get that stupid doll back. So I told Ed to hide it in the house. Nice job putting it in the window, big guy. That was pure genius. And he's so high energy. Hey, you owe us a quarter! And he can go from really low to screaming like a girl fanatically, so he's just all over the place. So there's a lot of things you can do with it, right? How would you know? What's it say? Fine! Miserable little runt.
Tony Sampson's very difficult to work with. No, he's a great guy. Tony is, out of all the characters in the show, the one that's most like their character is Tony Sampson. I mean, Tony can be belligerent in a funny way. He can be as crazy as Eddy. He can be as loud as Eddy. And so I think there's sort of deep inside Tony there is an Eddy.
Oh, so much. I mean, I even look like him. Hello? Do I not look like Eddy? Like Sam Vincent, he looks like a 32-year-old Double D, right? Matt Hill looks like Ed, except shorter.
When they first started, they were nothing like their characters. And now I could say they're totally like their characters. I can see the characters in them.
I'm a lot like Ed. I love the world and love people, and it's, to me, it's like even if it's raining, it's a good day.
I'd have to say that all three of us have very similar traits to our characters. I mean, I tend to be the guy, even in the studio, tend to be the guy that's,
Let's not break the rules, guys. Let's just try and stay on track here and get the show done.
I don't think it's a conscious thing. I don't think they've done it because it's not like, they live it every day. I think it's just this, I don't know how it's turned. Maybe the show's turned around to be more like them, but they do. They just fit their characters so well.
It was at the end of the day and we all got into our automobiles, right? And of course, Tony plays Eddy. He gets, he got into this kind of like sports car, just like Eddy, right? And then
Ed was getting into like a big kind of truck, and he was driving away in a truck.
And then I got into my economical four-door sedan. I was just,
ta-ta, everybody. See you later.
And Dave's going, look at those guys. They're just like Ed and Eddy. They're all getting in the same kind of cars and driving off.
No, I'm not anywhere near like any of the others. I'm a normal human being. I have a life. No, I don't think I'm like any of the Eds. I pray to God that I'm not.
Cankers!
My name is Kathleen Barr, and I play Marie Kanker.
We're coming to get you, boyfriends.
My name is Erin Fitzgerald, and I play May Kanker.
These lips were made for smacking.
I'm Shanice, and I play Lee Kanker.
Well, we don't want to give away the ending. I really like it because it's really neat. But boys might get chased, and they might get kissed. I'm going to chase Eddy because he's my favorite.
I'm gonna kiss Eddy.
You gonna kiss Eddy with some ketchup?
The ketchup of love.
The ketchup of love.
Come out wherever you are.
I love a good chase before the kill.
Hiya, boyfriends. Time for some smooching.
She's very, very talented, very diverse, and one of the few women that can do really believable boys' voices. And so she nails Kevin, you know, I think as a boy.
Yeah, you're nothing like Kevin. You're a girl.
No, I'm not like Kevin. I like to think I'm really super cool at times if I need to be like Kevin, but otherwise I can't find any parallels, honestly.
Well, if it isn't dork, dork, and dorky. Can it, dork? Let's see how cool you really are. Not bad for a bunch of dorks, but the race ain't over yet. Look, a walking zit!
She moved away on us. She moved to Southern California. She comes back up and she does one of the Kanker sisters, and she also does Naz. And I think maybe being in Southern California, that's helped her because Naz is very carefree spirit, and Erin's kind of going that way.
Yeah, I'm definitely like May. Definitely.
In what way?
I think when I'm at home and I'm like, when I really like something, I like that very much. Please, can I have some more ice cream? You know, like that's full on.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you should ask my husband. Yeah, I think he would agree.
No idea.
And then if I'm like out in public, you know, I pretend that I'm Naz. I'm like, yeah, I'm really cool. Yeah, I put on my shades. Yeah, I'm really cool, but I'm really not.
Not cool. Eat up, squirrel dudes. You guys are funny. Dude, what's up with that bell?
Shanice Shode is been around for a long time too, and she does one of the Kankers, and she also does Sarah. She probably of all the girls has to yell the most, and so she's the trooper when we have to get Sarah to yell.
And when she's nothing like.
No.
You're Carrie. No, you're not bossy. You're
actors. Sarah.
Really?
Well, when
Sarah
there are
could
little
be your
bits.
inner child, maybe.
You know, dealing with my brothers, right? If they take me on.
Oh, that's why it's such a good performance.
Ed! Get the dolls! You'd better not break them, mister! And while you're at it, drop them near Jimmy. It's about time. It's time for dinner. Mom said get moving.
Terry, the director, fabulous.
He's
the best
really
director in the
Excellent.
entire
Ever.
universe.
Yeah, he is the best director ever.
He's standing right over your shoulder. And can you hold the cue card up? He's the best director
Ever.
What does that say? Yeah, ever in the universe. That's what it says. The best. No, we really do love Terry.
And he's very good at telling us what to do.
Ow, 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 ouchie, ow, whatever you want. Throw a whole bunch together. That was really good. I really like that. Make the first line bigger and then come down for that last one. That was really cool. This is one of those things you understand the gravity of the situation. Like Eddy wouldn't understand this at all. Not too soft on the last part. We're on line 122. Right there. Make it huge.
Watching them run around so much is making my armpits sweaty.
And just make that more of a statement of ha-ha. And just be disgusted on it. Little meaner, a little more enunciated.
Jawbreaker.
Be really brave on it this time. Make it a threat where you go up, you know, you better not. Give me more of a finger wag right off the top.
Check out those skid marks.
Skid marks are not in reference to underwear. It's the new Ed, Edd Eddy joystick. My job as a voice director is to work with Danny Antonucci, who's the creator of the show, and he boards all the show, so we know exactly the timings that we have to get out of the performances. And basically, it's to ensure that the actors stay on character.
The Eds aren't really done like a lot of series are done. And so it was like, I think he was really hip on all this fact of using all these crazy voices and using this crazy dialogue and trying to put this all together and making it work, making it gel into a show.
It's a 301 take.
54.
You have done well, nincompoops. You may now use Rolf's machine.
Danny was looking for somebody that was that could do an accent that sounded Eastern European, but we didn't know where it was from. And so Peter was standing outside in the lobby, and I said, Peter, you got to come and read for this. And Danny Antonucci was in the audition session with us, and he just nailed this wacky voice, which is the Rolf that we know today, and it was just totally out there.
Rolf is so complex that I don't even really know where he's from. We've never really decided that. He's just kind of a weird voice.
You? Lower than a pathetic wee roach, Ed boy? Do not puncture Rolf's pumpernickel.
Weird guy from a weird country with a weird voice and weird everythings.
Ho-ho! Day late and dollar short, Ed boy. You do not know of the bounty? There are free jawbreakers at the candy store.
Whatever the Eds do, you can be guaranteed that Rolf will have some other bizarrely sick and twisted way of doing that thing.
As current champion, it is your rightful duty to ensure that they do not succeed. You have done well, Ed boys, but your real challenge awaits. Best victor in a headbutt and you may continue. Yes, the early gal gets the tripe, no? Go away, you vex Rolf. Hello? Goodbye.
David has this wonderful, quirky sense of humor that just cracks me up all the time. And the way he delivers things are just so far-fetched, so foreign, but they just work and they're funny and they actually add another layer to the character, which is pretty fun.
In his natural voice, it's this little voice, and we don't even have to overly tweak it. I mean, he hams it up a little bit for the show, but it's pretty funny when he comes out as Johnny, and he loves his Plank.
Holy moly, look at Eddie's face, Plank. Plank says you were tricky. All right, I'll give up the valve. Just don't hurt him. No! Plank! They got me, Plank! You got a real sweet tooth, huh, Plank? Plank says, bring it on, you sissies.
Danny's nuts, and you're probably going to hear that a lot.
But Danny is he's a dedicated artist, and he tries to bring that to each and every show.
The cool thing about Danny is that he is very specific about what he wants.
He's such a perfectionist that you just know that no matter what kind of a day it is, he's going to get exactly what he needs for the cartoon.
I don't know the record for any one line as far as takes goes. That probably goes high up there.
Tony had the worst of it one time during a session. I can't remember how many takes we did. It got silly, the amount of takes we did. And it was for just a simple line saying, yep, good times.
I think I did 250 takes of the line, yep, good times. No kidding, 250 takes. But the thing was, he had it a certain way, and I didn't mind doing it. I'll do it until the cows come home, until he's happy with it, right?
He's like a dad and a best friend and an enemy all in one session, you know, because he won't move on if he doesn't hear the line right in his head.
Which ends up being exactly the right thing, and the kids love the cartoon. They absolutely love the cartoon. So whatever it is that he has in his head for the image of, to get the story across is really speaking to the kids. So I really appreciate that.
But these guys have just pulled it through. They really, really done well, and they actually have given the characters heart and soul, which is really hard to do these days in cartoons, We need that. The characters have gone beyond who we are. The characters are these believable, actual, breathable people, and that's a cool thing.
Yes.
Let's do like a Bergman thing.
Yeah,
you hold your face like this. I'll hold my face
Yeah.
like this. You gotta hold your face like that.
Let's talk.
So what do you think, Tony?
I just want to say hi to my little nephew Taylor, and I hope you enjoyed the game. Hi, Taylor! Dorks, dorks, dorks!
I love you, Midway. But now I'm putting on my serious face.
I mean, look! Even the logo rocks!
Look at all the lines I had to do. That's fun.
I would like to say hello to all our fans from around the world in as many ways as I know possible.
It's that, It's almost half through your nose.
Bonjour.
Tag, we're it, Plank.
Guten Tag.
That makes sense. Smell the characters within what she does. Huh? Put that on a t-shirt and sell it, hey?
Stop it, boy! You must not sully the circle unless you care to dance with the goat.
Konnichiwa.
It's about time.
Buenos dias.
I can't tell you what I did before I came here.
Stores can be so cruel. Dorks! Dorks! Cankers!
Isn't it interesting that you play the bossiest one?
Yeah. Yeah. But she's not. She's
Yeah,
not
she's
bossy
not
at all.
bossy at all.
She's the sweetest person.
And then she plays the bossiest characters.
This electronic tool of magic is quite extensive, Ed boys.
I think that's all the languages I know, unfortunately.
Does it say dorks? Oh, that is so cool.
Dorks!
I can sit there and watch that for hours.
A canoe. I think Ed would really, really enjoy the company of a canoe.
Can we go record another video game? This is fun.
Thank you for paying attention. Goodbye.